welcome to your own YouTube channel, Study with Rameshwar. So once again we are here with class 5 environmental studies, and in the continuation of the lesson number 8, a treat for mosquitoes. This is the part 3 of this lesson. If you have not watched my part 1 and part 2, the link is given in the description box. So in this video we are going to study about the discovery of malaria, which was done by the Dr. Ronald Ross, that is discovered the life cycle of the malarial parasite, that is Plasmodium, in the female Anopheles mosquito. Then preventive measures means what kind of prevention we do if we want to keep ourselves safety from the malaria. So we can use mosquito repellent, bed nets, then clothing that covers the body. And one more thing, that is the World Malaria Day, which is an international observance commemorated every year on 25th of April and recognize global efforts to control malaria. So these are the points we are going to study through this video. Okay, and in the part 1 we have discussed about the structure of the mosquito, and in part 2 about the different causes, what are the causes of the malaria, the life cycle of mosquito. This thing we have learned. So see about the discovery of the malaria. So malaria, this is the parasite which is caused by the parasite of, that is Plasmodium, which was discovered by the one of the great scientists and come doctor also, and his name is Dr. Ronald Ross. And he was working in a hospital at Secunderabad in the year 1890, and he proved through his experiments that malaria is transmitted by the mosquitoes. So he also discovered the life cycle of malarial parasite Plasmodium in the female Anopheles mosquito. He worked for years to find out this, and he found malarial parasite in the section of common type of mosquito, and he won Nobel Prize for his own work, in 1902. So he has done a lot of efforts. Children, whenever someone is going to do the, or someone achieve this type of highest award, because this Nobel Prize is the world's highest award, which was received by the Dr. Ronald Ross, means he has done a great study, great research, because after that only this type of award is honored, or this type of award is given to that person. Okay, so he was studying, he was researching, he was discovering in the hospital of Secunderabad in 1890. And for that purpose, not a single experiment, means whenever the research work is done, for that purpose a lot of effort he has to do. Sometimes they are getting the failure also. Okay, but they never stop their work. So he find out that, what he find out, he discovered the life cycle of malarial parasite, in the female Anopheles mosquito. And he worked for years, and he found malarial parasite in the section of common type of mosquito, and he find out that the malaria is caused due to the mosquito. Okay, so Nobel Prize for his work in the field of medicine. He received Nobel Prize in which field? In the field of medicine, children. Okay, so let's see. So one of the medicine which is used in the past time also, but now we are using the tablets of it. The medicine for malaria from early times, if we see that the powdered bark of the cinchona tree, which was used to make a medicine for malaria, and earlier people used to boil and bark powder and strain the water which was given to the patient. Nowadays the tablets are given. Now see, this is the picture of a cinchona plant. Now children, see here, this is the cinchona bark or quinine bark. So its powder is made. So cinchona came from where? Chincon. Cinchona came from Chincon, the wife of a Peruvian viceroy who was cured for malarial type of fever by using the bark of cinchona tree in 1638. Okay, cinchona जो आया है वो कहाँ से आया? It came from the Chincon and wife of a Peruvian viceroy, which was cured, which was become good after the treatment. So cinchona or quinine bark is one of the rainforest most of the famous plant. It found in the forest area and its taste is very bitter. The quinine bark taste is very much bitter. So herbal medicine quinine bark Brazilian is also considered for tonic, digestive stimulant, fever reducer, and it is also used for anemia and indigestion, gastrointestinal disorders, general fatigue, fever, malaria, and as an appetite stimulant. तो इसी कड़ी में सिंकोना जो है, सिंकोना हो गया, क्विनाइन बार्क कहते हैं उससे, है ना. तो इसी तरह से ब्राज़ीलियन हर्बल मेडिसिन लाइक दैट इज क्विनाइन बार्क भी जो होता है ना, ये इस्तेमाल किया जाता है किस किस के लिए? जस्ट लाइक कंसिडर्ड एज अ टॉनिक, है ना. देन it helps in digestive stimulant, means whatever the digestion related problems are there, it helps us to cure it, as well as fever reducer. अगर बुखार है तो उसको भी रिड्यूस करने में मदद करता है, एनीमिया में भी मदद करता है, इंडाइजेशन जैसी प्रॉब्लम है, गैस्ट्रोइंटेस्टाइनल प्रॉब्लम है और आपको थकान महसूस हो रही है ना. सो एपेटाइट स्टिमुलेंट करके भी ये इस्तेमाल किया जाता है. So in this way, these are the lot uses of this cinchona or this herbal medicine, and these barks are used. They are going to make the powder of it, and it is used for malaria also. Okay, so this is the short information which is given here about the cinchona plant, and it is also present in your textbook also. Okay, now see. So malaria supporters means what are the ways which help us to cause the malaria? Means indirectly they are helping for the growth of a mosquito, and if the mosquitoes are growing, and directly they will causes the malaria, because the source of the malaria is from the mosquito only. Okay, so these are the some places where the breeding of mosquito as well as the growth of mosquitoes is done very fastly, because they will get the suitable environment for their breeding as well as for their growth, है ना. For example, just like the water which is gathered on the terrace surface, okay, or in garden the lot of plants are there. Due to near to that the mosquitoes are growing more. If the water is stagnant at one place, or some discarded material if placed at one place, it will helpful for the mosquito to grow themselves there. Okay, in this picture you are seeing all these factors are helpful for the growth of a mosquito, because they breed their life, they increase their life, they increase their numbers of mosquito by breeding. ठीक है, so these are helpful for them. This is the suitable environment for the growth of a mosquito. So what we have to do, what prevention we have to do? We must stop, discard all these things. We must stop this type of things. If the things are getting more, means these are also some examples in this picture you are watching. Means somewhere the water is gathered, moisture is there, or some discarded material is placed at some places. So all these things are helpful for the growth of a mosquito. So what we have to do? We have to just remove all these things. So we can use this technique. For example, what kind of technique we can use? We can use water from flower pot should be changed at least once weekly. अगर फ्लावर पॉट्स है आपके आजू बाजू में, आपने कुछ प्लांट्स लगाए हैं, तो उसमें का जो भी पानी है बच्चों, सो वंस इन अ वीक यू हैव टू जस्ट रिमूव इट, ठीक है। इसके अलावा ऑल कंटेनर स्टोरिंग वाटर शुड बी कवर्ड विथ टाइट लिड। फॉर एग्जांपल आपके घर में पीने का पानी हो या फिर द वाटर इज यूज फॉर हाउस होल्ड वर्क, what if you are keeping the containers for storing the water, that containers lid should be closed tightly। उसका जो ढक्कन है उसको अच्छे से क्लोजली टाइट करके रखना चाहिए, ठीक है। बिकॉज अदरवाइज व्हाट हैपन, द मॉस्किटो विल गिव देयर एग्स इन द वाटर एंड ऑब्वियसली दे विल ग्रो देमसेल्व्स देयर। देन वाटर स्टोर्ड इन बैरल्स, ड्रम्स शुड बी रिप्लेस बाय फ्रेश स्टॉक एटलीस्ट वंस। एक भी सप्ताह में एक बार तो जो भी पानी आप स्टोर करके रखते हो उसको रिप्लेस कीजिए, क्लीन कीजिए, है ना। फॉर एग्जांपल आपके यहाँ पे भी कोई बिल्डिंग है, बिल्डिंग के ऊपर बहुत बड़े बड़े टैंक लगे हुए हैं, तो उसको भी आपको टाइम टू टाइम क्या करना चाहिए, उसका क्लीनिंग होना चाहिए। अदरवाइज व्हाट हैपन, इट विल हेल्पफुल फॉर द मॉस्किटो ग्रोथ, ठीक है। सो टाइम टू टाइम दैट शुड बी क्लीन। So overflow pipe should be protected by net that can keep away mosquito, mosquitoes को दूर रखेगा। फिर डिस्कार्डेड कंटेनर अगर है, जैसे कि टायर्स होगा, कोकोनट शेल्स हो गए, बॉटल्स हो गए, बहुत सारे डिस्कार्डेड मटेरियल होता है वो हम जमा करके रख देते हैं ना, तो उसको क्या करना है, आपको डिस्पोज ऑफ करना है, एक ही जगह पे वहाँ पे उसको जमा करके नहीं रखना है। सो वाटर फाउंटेन शुड बी केप्ट ड्राई वंस अ वीक। एक सप्ताह में एक बार जो भी वाटर फाउंटेन से गार्डन में होते हैं उसको ड्राई करते रहना है, सुखाना है एक वक्त सप्ताह में एक बार। सरफेस वेल शुड बी वेल मेंटेन्ड सो दैट द मॉस्किटोज डू नॉट नीड ब्रीड इन द विसिनिटी। एंड रेन वाटर कलेक्टेड, जो टेरेस के ऊपर, रूफ के ऊपर जो भी पानी कलेक्ट होता है उसको आपको कलेक्ट होने देना नहीं है, अदरवाइज इट विल हेल्पफुल फॉर द मॉस्किटोज ग्रोथ। ओके, सो दिस टाइप ऑफ प्रिकॉशन इफ वी टेक, अगर इस तरह की प्रिकॉशन हम अगर लेंगे तो वहाँ पर मॉस्किटो की ग्रोथ नहीं होंगी, और मॉस्किटो की ग्रोथ नहीं होंगी तो एब्सोल्युटली द मलेरिया, द चांसेस ऑफ मलेरिया इज गोइंग टू बी डिक्रीज, है ना। सो दिस टाइप ऑफ प्रिकॉशन वी कैन टेक, और सम मोर प्रिवेंशन वी कैन यूज, दैट इज द मॉस्किटो रिपेलेंट वी कैन यूज एज यूजुअल वी आर यूजिंग, देन नेट्स वी कैन यूज टू आवर बेड, clothing, whatever we are using cloths, we must use the cloths which are with sleeve, means while sleeping we must cover our body with our cloths, है ना। बहुत बार हम सोते वक्त क्या करते हैं, तो हम ओढ़ के नहीं लेते, सो फॉर दैट पर्पज व्हाट हैपन, हमें क्या करना है, फुल स्लीव्स क्लॉथ्स पहनने हैं सोते वक्त, बिकॉज द मॉस्किटो विल नॉट बाइट अस। सो फॉर दैट पर्पज द गवर्नमेंट इज इन होल वर्ल्ड, globally we are celebrating the World Malaria Day, means to brings the awareness about the malaria, means how the malaria has causes, what are the prevention, okay, what are the symptoms of it, means through this the people will know। Okay, so every year 25th of April is celebrated as a जागतिक मलेरिया दिवस। जागतिक मलेरिया दिवस करके उसको मनाया जाता है, क्योंकि उसके माध्यम से हम क्या कर सकते हैं, लोगों के मन में उसके बारे में, जो ये डिसीज़ किस तरह से, उसको हमें किस तरह से उसका इरेडिकेशन करना है। सो हाउ वी कैन इरेडिकेट दिस डिसीज फ्रॉम द सोसाइटी, ओके, सो दैट इट इज़ डन टू create the awareness among all the people. So this Malaria Day, that is World Malaria Day, 25th of April, the theme of this World Malaria Day was the reaching the zero malaria target, means पूरा जो भी वर्ल्ड में से मलेरिया को क्या करना है, पूरा इरेडिकेट करना है, तो जो भी केसेस निकल रहे हैं उसको क्या करना है, जीरो करना है, ठीक है। सो दैट सेलिब्रेटेड टू स्प्रेड अवेयरनेस अबाउट मलेरिया डिसीज, मलेरिया डिसीज के बारे में क्या करना है, अवेयरनेस स्प्रेड करना है, एंड टू प्रमोट एफर्ट्स टू प्रिवेंट मलेरिया, एंड टू प्रमोट एंड टू आस्क एवरीबडी how we can cure this disease, how we can keep ourselves safety from this disease, and for that purpose we can organize different program। उसके लिए हम क्या कर सकते हैं, अलग अलग प्रोग्राम ऑर्गेनाइज करके लोगों के मन में इस डिसीज़ के बारे में, मलेरिया के बारे में अवेयरनेस क्रिएट कर सकते हैं। जस्ट लाइक फॉर यू स्टूडेंट, यू कैन do this type of slogan, you can do the poster making. Okay, through presenting this poster is, for example, how to prevent breeding of mosquitoes, so you can make the poster of it, and by presenting your poster, and on that poster some slogan should be written, some instructions are written, which will give us the message to everyone. Just like here, are you inviting mosquitoes? So beware the spread malaria, dengue, chikungunya. So don't let water collect around you, fill up the pits, keep the water pots, cooler and tanks clean, they should be dried every week. Put fish in ponds so that they eat the mosquito larvae. Use mosquito nets to protect yourself, and spray oil if water has collected at some place. So this type of instruction, this type of instructions you can give through these posters, है ना. जैसे कि एक जगह आप स्टैग्नेंट वाटर नहीं होना चाहिए, है ना, या फिर आप वाटर पॉट जो रख रहे हैं उसके अंदर कूलर रख रहे हैं, या फिर कोई भी टैंक रख रहे हैं, उसको टाइम टू टाइम उसको रेगुलरली आप क्या कीजिए, क्लीन कीजिए. अगर आपके आजू बाजू में फिश कुछ पॉन्ड वगैरह है तो उसके अंदर आप क्या कीजिए, फिशेस ऐड कीजिए, क्योंकि वो फिश क्या करेंगी, मॉस्किटोज की लार्वी को ख़त्म कर देंगी. एंड मॉस्किटोज लार्वीज आर फिनिश्ड, देन ऑब्वियसली द mosquitoes are not growing as possible. So use mosquito net to protect yourself, है ना. इस तरह से आप बहुत सारी इंफॉर्मेशन इन पोस्टर्स के माध्यम से आप लोगों को दे सकते हैं. ओके, सो दिस टाइप ऑफ पोस्टर यू कैन आल्सो मेक. इस तरह का पोस्टर भी आप बना सकते हो. वन मोर पोस्टर इज देयर लाइक दिस. सो डोंट गो टू बेड विथ मलेरिया mosquito, sleep under and a net, keep it repaired, tuck it in. So in this way you can plan to make poster and just create the awareness among the society. Okay children, so whatever we have discussed in this video is about the discovery of malaria, which was done by Ronald Ross, and for that purpose he was honored with the Nobel Prize of Medicine. Then the second part we have discussed the preventive measures, what kind of preventive measures do for curing the malaria, and about the cinchona plant also we have discussed, and the World Malaria Day, which is celebrated on 25th of April. Okay, so I hope whatever the content I explain here, you like it. If you like this, so you can share with your friends, and if you are not subscribed this channel, subscribe this channel for more videos. Thank you so much.